This article is coming from Daily FX, and this is looking at the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, USD versus the yen price action. So the yen fell after the Bank of Japan left ultra loose policy settings unchanged. Japan inflation continues to be above the 2% target. Data released last week. The new governor's argument for keeping the ultra easy policy intact is that recent inflationary pressures have been cost push driven and will prove to be transitory. Where do we hear that word before? Yours truly, Fed Powell. Focus now shifts to the US PCE price index data, which came out on Friday. Other news this week, I believe. Yep, on May 3rd, you have the US FOMC meeting. You also have the ECB meeting on May 4th. So there'll be some fireworks this week in the FOREX markets. Whether USDJPY jumps sustainable or not would depend on Fed's tone at its meeting next week. Not necessarily the tone, but what it's going to be implying moving forward. On the technical charts, USD Japan yen has essentially been directionless in recent weeks, though the broader picture remains bearish. I always like to look at other people's analysis just to compare it against mine. This is showing that there's resistance at the 138 level. Price is in a upward channel, and there seems to be some resistance down at the 128 level. However, price is below the 200-day moving average, which is going to serve as resistance on the daily chart. All right, and on their 240, according to the article, price closed above this down channel on the forward chart, within the up channel on the weekly. Price is also closed above the Fibonacci cloud on the, again, 4-hour chart. All right, so let's go to the analysis. So start with the monthly, and we can see we have a monthly buyer zone at the 128. We can see we have resistance currently where price is at. And up here, you can see we do have monthly sellers. You had a rallying price, a basing candle, and a huge drop. And we'll say monthly sellers at the 148 level. All right, let's go down to the weekly chart. And as the article mentioned, price has been directionless, or you can say price has been range bound. Right, there's no clear trend up or down. All right, let's go to the daily chart. Just want to see where this was a nice level of daily buyers. It did react, got a nice bump up, but again, price this moment in time was going down in a downtrend. So any reactions to the upside would have been short-lived until you got the reversal. Once price came into the monthly buyer zone. This was a level down here as well. And price nipped it. Yep. Okay. Here there's no setup. I will note this level within the monthly's sellers area. You have a daily sellers area, the 146. I won't bother marking that. Oh, I'll mark it. The 146. And we have price approaching the 200-day moving average. You can see that back in March, as price rose, could not close above the 200-day and sold off. Now we have the 200-day was moving up sideways and appears to be turning down, which should serve as a bigger resistance level. We also see some resistance on the daily chart. So we need price to tell us which way he wants to go. Right now price is in an uptrend, short-term uptrend. But that's not enough. You know, the opportunity was to go long when price did come down to the daily uptrend. Right now price is in the middle of the uptrend and the 200-day moving average, so there's really no setup, no decent reward to risk. I do want to go to the hourly chart for a second. This was the news on Friday that drove this pair up. Just want to see. Yeah, no setup at the moment. I'm sure we'll get some price action this week after the FOMC. Price should be muted until then. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.